For decades, the story of the Neanderthal extinction was a straightforward collapse. The scientific consensus held they died out as a single, genetically homogeneous population, eventually outcompeted by the arrival of Homo sapiens. But in 2015, archaeologists working in the Grotte Mandrin cave system in southern France unearthed a jawbone that fractured that consensus. It belonged to a Neanderthal nicknamed Thorin. Based on the cave sediment, archaeologists dated Thorin to somewhere between 42,000 and 50,000 years ago. This placed him at the very twilight of the Neanderthal era. Thorin initially appeared to be a standard late Neanderthal, a group living through the onset of the last ice age. He fit the established extinction timeline perfectly, until researchers extracted his DNA. The results of Thorin's genomic sequencing were unexpected. His DNA was wildly distinct from any of his contemporaries found across Europe. This visualization plots Thorin's genome directly against a standard late Neanderthal. There is a massive divergence between the two. Thorin's genome closely resembles Neanderthals who lived more than 100,000 years ago. This triggered a 7-year scientific standoff. Archaeologists trusted the physical evidence of the cave sediment, while genomicists trusted the biological evidence of the DNA. The paradox was total. If the sediment was right, Thorin's genetics were an impossibility. If the DNA was right, our entire timeline of the Neanderthal extinction was flawed. To break the tie, researchers analyzed the isotopes in Thorin's teeth. These chemical markers record the specific environment an individual inhabited during their lifetime. The isotope analysis proved Thorin lived in the bitter, cold climate of the late Ice Age, not the warmer period enjoyed by early Neanderthals. This confirmed that both teams were right, the archaeologists about the timing, and the geneticists about the DNA. Thorin was a member of an ancient ghost lineage, a surviving relic that somehow persisted into the late Neanderthal era while remaining genetically separate from everyone else. This family tree shows exactly where Thorin's ancestors diverged. His branch split from the main Neanderthal population roughly 105,000 years ago. For the next 50,000 years, Thorin's population did not exchange genes with any other Neanderthal groups. The lineages lived in parallel, never intersecting. Thorin's community lived here in the Rhône Valley, only a 10-day walk from other thriving Neanderthal groups. Despite that proximity, Thorin's closest genetic relative was actually found over 1,000 miles away in Gibraltar, a skull known as Nana. Thorin and Nana belonged to a fragmented Mediterranean network of Neanderthals who coexisted with other groups but ignored them for 50 millennia. This sequencing identifies matching alleles in Thorin's genome, a condition called homozygosity, a biological signature of long-term inbreeding within a shrinking population. This lack of variation creates a genetic load, stripping their ability to adapt to shifting climates or pathogens. Homo sapiens were doing the opposite. They were building vast mating networks and sharing survival knowledge across geographical boundaries. By cutting themselves off, Thorin's lineage created a population sink, lacking the biological variation and shared knowledge required to survive. Thorin's genome disproves the idea of a monolithic Neanderthal species, falling to a single war or a sudden cataclysm. Instead, their demise was defined by deep social and genetic fracturing, trapping them in disconnected pockets across Europe. The extinction of the Neanderthals was a quiet fade, the result of a species that simply stopped connecting with each other.